The Dark History of Werewolves. Myths, witch hunts, and modern horror. Werewolves. Terrifying creatures that roam the night, transforming under the full moon, hunting humans with their razor-sharp claws and bloodthirsty fangs. But where did this legend come from? And why did people once believe werewolves were real? Today, we dive deep into the dark and twisted history of werewolves, how they became feared, hunted, and even executed. From medieval Europe's witch hunts to their rise as Hollywood icons, get ready for a chilling journey through history, myth, and horror. The origins of the werewolf myth. The idea of humans turning into wolves is ancient. So ancient that some of the earliest werewolf legends date back to Greek mythology. The tale of King Lycaon tells of a man who angered Zeus and was cursed to become a wolf. But Europe is where the werewolf legend truly took hold. In the medieval period, wolves were feared for their attacks on livestock and humans. It wasn't long before folklore twisted real fears into horrifying stories of people who could transform into wolves. In some villages, people believed werewolves were a punishment from God or the result of making a deal with the devil. Others thought certain people were cursed, forever doomed to turn into a wolf under the full moon, the werewolf witch. Hunts. The Middle Ages were a terrifying time to be accused of anything supernatural. If you were suspected of being a witch, you could be burned at the stake. But did you know that in Switzerland, France, and Germany, people were also accused of being werewolves? One of the most infamous cases was Peter Stump, a man from Germany in the 1680s. He was accused of practicing dark magic and transforming into a wolf to kill and eat people. His trial was brutal. He was tortured until he confessed and then executed in one of the most gruesome ways imaginable. These werewolf trials weren't as common as witch trials, but the fear of werewolves spread like wildfire. In France, entire villages panicked over werewolf attacks. Some even believed that werewolves were hired assassins, men who used dark magic to become wolves and kill for money. The last werewolf trials, while the 15th and 16th centuries were filled with hysteria over werewolves, by the 18th century these trials started to disappear. Science and reason were beginning to take over, and people slowly stopped believing in werewolves as literal creatures. However, the legend didn't die, it evolved. Instead of being feared as a real threat, werewolves became folklore, stories to scare children, and later, icons of horror fiction, the werewolf in horror fiction. By the 18th and 19th centuries, werewolves had found a new home, literature. Stories like Bisclaveret and Guillaume de Palerme were medieval romances that featured werewolves, not as monsters, but as tragic figures. But it was in the 20th century that werewolves became full-fledged horror icons. In 1935, Werewolf of London hit the big screen, and 6 years later, the Wolfman cemented the werewolf as a terrifying creature of the night. Suddenly, werewolves were everywhere. Movies, books, comics, video games, and even TV shows. From An American Werewolf in London to Teen Wolf and the Twilight Saga, the werewolf has been reimagined in countless ways. Do werewolves still exist? Even today, some people claim werewolves are real. In places like Wisconsin, USA, there are reports of the Beast of Bray Road, a giant wolf-like creature that walks on two legs. Cryptozoologists and paranormal researchers have investigated strange footprints, eerie howls, and even supposed sightings. So what do you think? Are werewolves just a legend, or could there be something lurking in the darkness, waiting for the full moon? If you loved this deep dive into werewolf history, hit that like button and subscribe for more spine-chilling mysteries and folklore. Let us know in the comments, do you believe in werewolves?